It was 30 years ago that the Texas Parks and Wildlife television series, originally known as Made in Texas, got its start. Don Cash is one of more than 30 producers, photographers, writers, and editors who have contributed to the show since its first broadcast in 1985.
I'm Don Cash. I'm one of the producers for the Texas Parks and Wildlife television show. I've been here since 1998. In 2008, I did a story on the busiest park on the busiest weekend, which would be Garner State Park on the 4th of July. And I started talking to a man named Marcos Fuentes from Corpus Christi.
Got my windshield pass right here.
And he was there with about 30 members of his family, cousins and aunts and uncles and kids friends.
Garner State Park.
The Fuentes were nice enough to let me tag along with them and follow them with a camera for 5 days. Probably not what they had in mind for their vacation. I had breakfast with them, I had lunch with them, I had dinner with them, I went swimming with them, and I just had a great time with them, and I consider them to be friends now. So one of my favorite stories was 4th of July weekend with the Fuentes family.
Get in there.
It's another busy weekend at Texas' busiest state park. All summer long, the campsites at Garner State Park are just about full.
Look at my marshmallow!
This 4th of July weekend is no exception.
I've worked at 5 different state parks. I've managed 3 different state parks. But I've never seen another park that operates like this one due to just the mass numbers of people.
Just an hour's drive west of San Antonio, Garner State Park is known for its spectacular vistas and sparkling waters. Hundreds of thousands of visitors flock here each year to hike to the top of Mount Baldy, swim in the cool, clear waters of the Frio River, and dance the night away.
Some of the families have been coming here since the 40s. They come every 4th of July. It's a big deal.
Yeah, that's us and Maryland. So we're going to be across the street.
Eric is going to be with us.
In 1989, Marcos and Nancy Fuentes made their first trip to Garner. They've been here every year since.
We take vacations throughout the year, but the best vacation is when we come to Garner.
Now, their group includes not just their family, but some of their closest friends as well.
Yeah, one year I think we maxed out like 70 people, which is just all Fuentes family and friends.
Well, we didn't quite count, but I would say we have at least 35 people here this weekend.
Ready?
Every year, they make their reservations 11 months in advance.
Right.
We got up around 2:30 this morning. That's it. And we got here about 8:30.
We're guaranteed a spot, yes, but not together in a row.
Oh, okay.
That's why we're here early, so we could try to do the best we can to get everybody close together.
Make sure that the whole thing is level.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Real good. Y'all doing all right?
We get up here at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. The line is probably 70, 80 cars deep. By the time we open the gates at 8 a.m., we probably got over 100 cars easy in line just waiting to get in. We usually have 5 clerks that work checking registration, putting people in campsites.
How many?
Plus we'll have 2 or 3 people outside
30, 40,
selling day use passes.
60, 80, 100.
Takes about 40 minutes to get 200 cars through.
Yes, sir.
One is all.
$2 your chain, sir.
All right, well, happy 4th of July.
It's a lot of work.
Have a good day.
We're tired after it's over.
Garner started out in the 1930s as a small civilian conservation corps park with about 600 acres. Today, it covers over 1,400 acres and has more than 400 campsites.
There's really not a lot of difference between a bigger weekend and a smaller weekend in the summer. Most of our sites will be filled to capacity. So we like to be out there and be visible so people can have access to us, and if they need anything, they can let us know. It's good to be seen.
The best place to be seen at Garner is on the dance floor.
The dance has actually been going on since 1940s. I mean, it's the only place that you'll ever see this go on.
Every night during the summer, from Memorial Day to Labor Day, the old CCC Pavilion is the scene of something that has to be experienced to be believed.
We may have 400 people on that dance floor doing the line dance, or 300 people out there doing it together. It's a pretty amazing sight.
While the jukebox leans heavily to country, no one really seems to care what's playing, as long as they can dance to it.
It's a great bonding experience. Families can do it together. They can dance with their kids. Teenagers don't care. It's not a time to be cool or not cool. They do it because it's fun. This is Rockin' Robin by Michael Jackson. There's probably 200 kids on the dance floor right now doing the bunny hop. Only at Garner.
We usually just eat together, you know, we just make a big, huge breakfast. Never cooked this much. 18 eggs.
For the Fuentes and the Moyas and the rest of their group, the plan for the day is don't plan the day.
Whenever anyone stirs, breakfast is on. If you're up, you're up. If you're not, you're not.
Y'all want to do that? Yeah.
Not like you're at Fiesta, Texas or Schlitterbahn where you're scheduled to do so many activities before the park closes.
We're having brunch.
You have to hurry up and do nothing.
Many of the activities at Garner, like swimming in the Frio, have stayed the same over the years. But one thing has changed for the Fuentes group. These days, their vacation lasts a little longer.
The times that we started coming, it was only for 2 nights, 3 days. We as kids were always upset because we spent a whole day unpacking and driving. So then it became 4 days and then 5 days. And there was times where we spent like a whole week out here, and it was awesome.
It's different here. I mean, we're not roughing it, but it's camping and you're supposed to be having a good time with family. Having a good time, just period. That's all you're going to be worrying about. Camping's not as boring as everybody thinks it is.
While the older folks hang back and take it easy, the younger and more enthusiastic members of the group make their annual trek to the top of Garner's one and only mountain.
We have Baldy. It's a mountain we call Baldy. I say a mountain. It's about a 400-foot vertical rise.
She's MacGyver by herself, Miss MacGyver.
And it's pretty much straight up climb.
I want to go up there.
Better be careful.
There's a place up in the mountain where it's a real thin cave where we call it the air-conditioned cave. It's really cool.
It feels good in here.
So we stop there and that's where we take our main break.
They want to take a picture. Get as close as you can so they can take a picture.
3/4 the way, almost there, and then it's all downhill, literally, all downhill. I've known all these people since they've actually helped raise me when they were here. They didn't want me to go out hanging out with them and stuff. Oh, you're too young. Now that I'm older, I can go hang out with them, have a good time, see what they get to do that I couldn't do, which wasn't a lot. We made it. We're going, it's hot, we're tired, we're sweaty, we smell. And
I ripped my pants on the way up.
Yeah.
Let's get a shot of that.
Hey! Garner State Park! Woo!
For the members of the Fuentes family and their friends, these yearly trips to Garner State Park give them a little extra time together. It's an event that no one really wants to miss.
Last year was actually my first year in my whole life to not come because I was going to school year-round. I guess you don't realize how much it's a part of you until you actually miss out. I was not going to skip it again. No way.
There's so many things that a family can do here. I think that's the biggest draw. They know they can come here and they can have the best time of their life.
And if you're thinking about starting your own Garner family tradition, you might just have to get in line. There's a good chance these guys have already made their reservations for the next 4th of July.
Woo-hoo!